It's Street Fighter time! It's also Transformers time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today I'm going to have a look at the Takara Tomy Street Fighter 2 X Transformers double pack of Convoy, also known as Optimus Prime, as Ryu versus Megatron, also known as Vega, also known as Bison, also known as, you know what, these guys. We're gonna have a look at this box set. I also have Ken and Chun-Li on deck for the next review. I usually don't care about the box, but look at this. You got Ryu in the classic 16-bit doing his Hadouken for the intro of Super Street Fighter, I think that was. And you got Optimus Prime in the back, and it looks amazing. You got some nice old school Street Fighter 2 art, picture of Ryu and Bison or Vega, Megatron Convoy, and you got some posing from the most iconic moves of every character, just showing that you can pose the figure just like that. And I actually dig the fact that they already put him in the box in a battle pose, like Ryu looking like he's blocking and Bison doing the Psycho Crusher. But let's have a look at the figures. So we're gonna have a look at Ryu Optimus Prime and Convoy first, but of course I'm gonna have a look at Bison later. This is a 2-pack after all. I'm not gonna blue ball you with just doing one by one per review. But anyway, we're gonna see how tall this guy is. He stands at about 17 centimeters to the top of his head, which means a little shy of 7 inches. But if you really want the shoulder part, 18 and a half, almost 7.5 inches tall with all the big shoulders going on, which is really just part of the transformation. As previously mentioned, this is a repaint of the Legends, Takara Tomy Legends Black Convoy. Shoutouts to Kim from Transformers Luxembourg with the info on that. I mean, I knew it was a repaint, I just didn't know what the repaint was from. Gotta tell you though, it is a fantastic repaint. I mean, it works. At first I was like, okay, it is still wonky, obviously, especially because of these parts, but look at how nice this looks with the flesh tones going over into the big red gloves and the face sculpt. You can actually take the hat off, but you get the nice red headband going around, and well, black, his helmet is black for the hair, and then you got some flesh tones in the face mask. You got the black Transformers logo in the chest, and I mean, it, like I'm saying, it transitions so well, and I can't get the hat back in, but it transitions so well over here. And you got the black belt in the chest, torso area, and it always is a lot of white and just flesh tones. And they added some red to make it look a little bit nicer, a little bit more spicy. And yeah, he does have a big backpack, but this guy has like 3 transformations, you know, like a truck and a spaceship. So without further ado, let's move on to Megatron. Introducing Megatron, Bison, Vega. Really crazy with the names on these guys. And we got a bit more chrome, a bit more silver in this guy. Look at his face sculpt. Wow. Again, this fits so well. You got the small Shadow Lu logo in there with the kind of like the cap going on with the blue in it. This face, I love this face. It looks like Bison, but it's also Megatron. So, man, whoever thought this would work, like a combination of that. And once again, this guy is a repaint of the Transformers Legend G2 Megatron, who turns into a tank and a jet. But let's not forget the size of this guy. He stands at about, no crazy shoulder parts, but he stands at about 17.5 centimeters tall, so 7 inches to his head. And if you want the backpack over here, and with the backpack, that's almost 18, yeah, something like that. It's just a little cannon for his tank mode. As far as detail goes, I mean, I've showed you in the face. I love the mechanics going on. Like, look at all this detail going on over here in the chest piece. Got a little bit of gold, which I don't know, is that like the belt buckle? But the belt is more down here. It looks good overall. I got the blue line with the Decepticon logo, which you can barely see though. That could have been done a bit nicer, I guess. Got some chrome in here for the shoulder pads. Once again, I would have, well, for the transformation, this part probably needs to be red. Would have liked this to be chrome all over here, like, well, the silver's going on. It's not chrome, obviously, but silver. Silver, a little bit metallic. Got the bracelets going on. The fist. I love this mechanic fist, which has the flesh tone on it. Looks very good. I mean, Bison will make a good robot, I guess. And just having a quick look at the backpack, not really important. I mean, that's more transformation stuff you're gonna see later with the Shadow Lu logos gonna turn into wings, and his legs down here got some more metallic. Can you actually move those apart, or are those connected forever? I mean, it's good for Psycho Crushing. I mean, he's a little bit more. No, he can move that around. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's your Bison. For your Ryu articulation, we got some nice stuff. I'm always impressed with these Transformers that still have a good look, have a good transformation. Well, we get to the transformation. We'll see if they have a good transformation. But for the articulation, as established, the head is just packed in, so you can rotate it around and wiggle it around. It doesn't really have back and forth motion that sticks, and it just kind of goes out. Wonder if that's gonna be a problem. Nah, it's still in there. Okay. Then you can rotate these around. I mean, it's swivel time. This is more part of transformation, but just in case you want a little bit more of an alternative look. For your Ryu, you can do that. Got a big hinge for your shoulder, a bicep swivel, a big hinge for your elbow. The fist does not move around. Yeah, actually, that's an entire piece. Can you? Yeah, you can move it forward. More part of transformation, but still, you can play around with that. Anything else? Torso articulation? Not really. Then you got the legs, hinge, rotates out, goes forward, back nicely. Thigh swivel, and another hinge in the knee, and then the foot. That's another hinge. Yup. Hinges and swivels, that's the name of the game. Alright, for your Megatron, Bison, Vega, you got basically the same stuff. I mean, the head, it's just packed in there. You got a swivel in the elbow, which, well, the shoulder, which doesn't move all the way around. It gets blocked. Moves out, you have a big gap over there. It looks wonky, but you get your articulation. Bicep swivel, hinge in the elbow, fist, nothing, and this just kind of went forward. It's not pushed through. Nothing in the chest. This way goes around. No, it's just transformation. Legs, same thing. Out to the side, to the back, knee, and the foot. Also has a hinge which turns into rocket boosters. Nice. Alright, pretty much the same. Obviously, these guys aren't too big on the accessories, but you still get a nice sword for Ryu. I mean, it has like kind of a Hadouken look with the coloring. I mean, they can't do a Hadouken. I guess they could, but they didn't, so gotta live with that. You got a gun for him, and then for Megatron VegaBison, you got another gun. That's a hollow part, so I don't even know how to connect, which way to connect this. I think that's just for the jet form. And then you got, of course, the big gun. So, okay, how this really works, you actually put the two pieces of Megatron together, so you get the big gun, which you just connect to his arm over here. Let me see if that fits. It should fit. And there you go, you got the Megatron over the big gun. Yes! One more thing to note about the box, you got this in the background. I just took them out and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like a cool little artwork thing, which you could put in the back or whatnot, so, you know, more bonus stuff. Now this is where my usual reviews would end, but this is a Transformer, so hold the phone, we got plenty more coming. Spaceship, Optimus Prime, Ryu, and this makes no sense out of the Street Fighter perspective, but I do want to show you these transformations, and I hope I did this right. I mean, it looks good, I think. There's a little bit going on over here. It's a little crazy. A little bit of a, well, you call it a backpack. I like the front part. It's very nicely done. Also, it doesn't really go together completely. At least not mine does. I really try pushing. It's kind of iffy. The cockpit, you rotate it around, and I might not have done it right. It might be a little bit off place, but for the rest of it, I'll give you the look of the spaceship. I like the look of it. There's a lot going on. You got some Transformers logos in the wings. It's red and white as Ryu, and I don't know what this means. So somebody clear that up. Somebody knows. Let me get some Japanese. Let me know what's written on the side of it. But you can roll them around, and that's your Ryu spaceship jet thingy going on. This is really this tiny thing sticking out. But still, like the look of it. This is also where the head comes in. I told you earlier there's some stuff going on with it. So you just flip it out, and you have like a little Ryu stuff. Like, look at this guy. He looks fantastic. Like, especially the face sculpt. It looks like a Ryu. It is a Ryu. It is a mini Ryu with an Optimus Primal backpack. So yeah, you can move up the arms, and you can move his legs, And he can pilot the space. That's actually on... That's on ball joints. Holy balls. Wow, that's... I didn't expect that. That's a lot of movement for the little guy. So, yeah, this guy looks cool. And you can have him pilot the spaceship. You just put this one up. Let's see. Let's see. Put him in there. Yeah, fits perfectly. With his little cockpit. There's no detail in there. But yeah, you can... That's how you store the head. Bunk. And now off to space. Oh boy, Alzheimer's kicking in. I forgot the weapons. You can still attach those to the side over here. Where's the hole at? Where's that hole at? Is this correct? Either this way or that way. Neither of them fit easily, but I guess this seems more accurate. But it's up to you. I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want with that. And you got the sword. And then you have a spaceship with a blue energy sword and a gun. Like, wow. Only on Transformers, guys. Only in Transformers we got images like that. Drink it in. Now you might be saying, Payne, why is Optimus Prime turning into a spaceship? He's a truck, right? Yes. They thought of that too. So here you got Optimus Prime in his truck mode, Ryu Optimus Prime. Again, color scheme doesn't change. Got some nice golden Transformers logo this time around, with the red rims, giving you an overlook. Once again, the cockpit, I don't seem to be able to assemble it super cleanly. It still looks good. I like the detail over here. That's a classic Optimus Prime truck. It has a lot going on in the back. I don't really know what's up with that, with these things, but I mean, it's a truck. Front part, I like it. All of this, yeah, I don't know. And once again, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I suck at transforming, guys, so if there's something wrong, if you see something, some glaring issue, I'm really trying to study these transformation things, the sheets, and give you the scoop and give you the good looks. Of course, I can't transform it in front of the camera. I would just take hours fidgeting around and looking at the lens, looking at the little screen on my camera. So that's out of the question. So just showing you all the forms. And yes, also the weapons. Still, same thing. I'm just gonna do it one more time so you know that you can still have your truck with a sword, with a big sword on the side. I mean, look at this. I can't really get it in. It's weirdly done. There you go. Bam. And the gun. Gun part on the other side. Just for clarification, yes, it works. I think you should be able to do it. You should rather do it on the side. I think that makes more sense. So for the spaceship part, I found it more effective to put in the pack over here. But for the truck part, I find it more effective to put the side packs on there. So yeah, you can have a truck with a sword and a gun. Moving on to MegaBison. This transformation gave me a lot more trouble, and I don't know why. I guess is that just a general rule of Transformers that Megatron's always harder to transform than Optimus Prime's? Like, seriously, I have that with all of them. But regardless of that, we have a nice silver and red affair going on over here. I love the detail in it, and the Shadowloo symbols. We talked about that before, but now you have them in full glory with the gun. There's like the weapon parts. You put one up there, and you put one down there. Now overall, I think the plane looks really good from up here, and it's really big also. I expected it to be a lot smaller, but the thing is, it looks good like that. But as soon as you kind of go down there, from the side you have this affair going on over here. That's not very pretty, and it's really just, they didn't really know what to do with all of that. These side panels, once again, it tucks together very, very nicely. I dig that. Like, seriously, I mean, I'm a big fan of really a sturdy thing, and you really literally just put these things together and you push on all of this. There's like parts over here, parts in your arms just packed in and everywhere. So he's sturdy, so he won't fall apart and you won't have anything wiggling around. Megatron hat, Bison hat, it's more of a Bison hat. It's a Bison hat for this review. Just like with Ryu, move him out, get yourself a little Bison, and you can sit him in the cockpit, which is... Which one is this situated? Oh yeah, down here, because that makes sense. No. You can either have your tiny Bison riding in the back over here, or you can flip this stuff up and put them in there and just close it down. And I don't... Okay. You can do it. It's in the instructions. Alright, and there you go. You can barely see him, but he's in there. And then we got tank mode, because this is G2 Megatron, which he spent a lot more time in, as a tank than being a gun. At least as toys go. Is it just me, or did Optimus Prime, aka Ryu, get a lot cleaner vehicle modes? I mean, here's the deal. This looks nice overall. I like the back over here, how it covers up the wings and whatnot. That's okay. Also, well, this back is meh, kind of whatever. Never mind him having still the jet thrusters in the front. That looks weird. I don't really agree with that. For the rest of it, the mechanics and everything look nice. Still got the wheels under there. The turret still rotates around. If it doesn't go off like that. But you can rotate that around. It fell down, it's gone. We're done with that. And you have your little Bison head in there with the nice Decepticon logo. I got some nice golden over here. So yeah, I mean, overall, it still looks good on your shelf as I try to reassemble this. It's really not on there super tightly. Whatever. But yeah, there you go with your tank. And that's gonna conclude our magical journey into Transformer Street Fighter Land. One more thing though, there's some rotation over here, which I forgot to mention. And he also has these horns that come out if you just push on the grill over there. Don't really know what that's for. VegaBison has the same feature, just a lot more annoying. You push on that, I think. I had it earlier. Oh my god, there you go. And then he has these things out. But I don't know. I guess to keep the head in place better, because it is a little bit wobbly, a little bit loose. There's some more detail on it. I like that though. So anyway, final thoughts of this combo pack. Now I'm gonna do this in 3 parts. First, if you're a hardcore Transformers fan and you do not care about Street Fighter, I think this is an easy skip. Because as I got these guys transforming and whatnot, I looked up some pictures of, especially the original Black Convoy from the Legends line. Yeah, that one has a lot more paint. It looks a lot nicer overall. But that's not the part of this deal. That's not the idea behind this. And that brings me to the second part. If you're a Street Fighter fan and don't really care that much about Transformers, I would still recommend this one. It's still something very nice, unique. It's a bit niche, and the price point, I mean, they clock in over $100, so that might be a little bit of a deal breaker. But still, they have free forms. But then again, if you're a Street Fighter fan and you don't really care about transforming them, you don't really care about the free forms. So Street Fighter fans, it is cool and unique, but the price tag and the transformations might not be worth your while. Now, if you're a fan of both like me, I do recommend this, obviously. I mean, it's a pretty weird matchup, but it's a good matchup, and it's executed very well. It's surprising, like, I don't know, I looked at these guys, I mean, at first I heard it, and I looked at these guys, and I was like, this looks wonky, but it has its charm, and it's so well painted that you really see, okay, this is Ryu. This is a robot version of Ryu, no doubt. Same with Bison. I talked about the face, how great the Megatron evil face looks on a Bison. That's just like, that's basically Bison. I'm sure they're twins now. Megatron and Bison. Separated at birth. So yeah, this is a weird one, honestly. So I don't know, if you're a Transformers fan, no. If you're a Street Fighter fan, maybe. And if you like both, yes. That's the verdict. That's how I'm gonna do it. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever. Optimus Convoy Ryu and Mega Bison Vega want.